Jerome Wright here, and once again you're joining me on my Jerome Wright YouTube channel here on YouTube. Here in this video I'm going to be discussing some of those megalithic carvings of elephants and other animals that have not been identified yet until now through my ongoing experience and encounters and discoveries. Alright, this here is an obvious image, which is that of an elephant. Okay, it's on the side of a rock that's actually facing into the ocean there, I guess in Iceland. You know, what's amazing about this is that most people know that elephants are supposedly not saltwater creatures, so why would a person have an elephant at the edge of the ocean and then have this creature's nose or snout, trunk, stuck into the ocean? Most people don't even consider the fact of what symbolic meaning or what symbolic message that this has for this elephant to be positioned at a rock right there at the base, right there at the beginning of the ocean, with his snout and his body in the ocean or water. Well, it's very quite simple if you look at it for what it is. First of all, we have to understand that elephants did not make these carvings or create these carvings. Man created these carvings. So therefore, there's a several-fold story behind this. What it is telling us is that through the oceanic bodies, waters of our world, came the prehistoric creatures which called for the existence of the elephant, subsequently resulting in a sequence of genetic bridgings which calls for the beings, which was mankind, which created this carving. And that's how simple this is and easy to be read. It's just that simple. The people that carved this elephant are paying homage to this creature as being a cause for their coming into genetic existence of what they were given at that time. This all explains why we have all these DNA codes in our bodies, and most of which we don't need and don't know what's going on with our bodies. So that science say. Through all of these creatures, we evolved into the creatures that we are today through a sophisticated but an intelligent process that has been going on throughout the existence of mankind, not just in our world, but in worlds that were before. And I state that to say that Venus and Mercury were planets that we once existed on and evolved from unto this world. These creatures, these reptiles, which go from planet to planet through the bodies of water, and well, actually through microorganisms into reptiles, into these creatures, and then finally subsequently into man. It's an evolutionary process that goes from planet to planet, and which is happening now in space. What we're doing, what NASA's called themselves doing secretly. This is how we got from planet to planet. All you have to do is plant the microbial seeds, and they know exactly what to do. The information are contained therein, and this is what has been happening. I'm going to go on. This is an elephant. I think that this is the only elephant that they may or may not have identified. Okay, I'm going to show you some other creatures. In fact, I see a shadow of a creature right here. If you can actually look, I don't know if you can actually, I don't know how much of this you can actually see. But not only do I see the head of the elephant here, which everybody can see that, but I actually see the body of a smaller creature right here. You can actually see his head. I can see his eye right here. Okay, so almost looks like a calf of a cow, not an elephant. It looks like a calf of a cow right here. Alright, so there's the shadow figure of another creature which is right there. Alright, so I'm going to go on because I'm going to show you some other things here that support what I'm saying. Okay, this is the same thing. This is the elephant. You can see the elephant's trunk down in the water there. You can actually see the body of the elephant. I can see the left back leg, the right back leg. Here's the tail. This is the hump of the elephant's back. There's the elephant's left front leg. Okay, so you can actually see that this whole body of rock here is the body of an elephant, or creates the body of an elephant. You can see that. So again, people, what would a civilization of people, why would they go through such extreme to create such a sculpted rock on such a megalithic scale? Besides for everything that I've just stated. I mean, cave people didn't do this. This is people that done this, that actually know who they were. You do this, you know why these things are created? It's because they consider them to be gods. You do things like this to pay homage. This is look at what is happening today in religion. How these shrines are being created to pay homage to Jesus, to pay homage to in Greek mythology, Zeus. All of these supposedly mythical figures, Venus, Neptune, all of this going on, people paying homage to other beings. Well, our ancestors that knew how we were created from these creatures, these prehistoric creatures, were doing the same thing, but in the sense of a real sense of showing them the animals that contributed to their genetic becoming. And they were creating these creatures on a scale of like gods. I'm going to show you here. Here's that image here. Here's the elephant's nose down in the water right here. You see it right there? Oh, hold on. Let me go over. Why do I? Okay, we're over here. I don't want to go too far. You know what? I'm going to have to just back off some. Maybe try that. I'm going to show you something about this. This is why. It's up to here. You see that elephant snout down in the water. You see the elephant's body. This is where the eye would be right here. I don't even know if people actually even seen this or not. But actually what is going on here, when you look at this from the front like this, off to the back, what you actually see is back here. There is another elephant. Let me take this off my scoop. Here. Its trunk is down in the water as well too. There is his trunk, there is his head, there is his ear. This one has an ear. There's his right front shoulder. Here's his torso right here. Here's his underbelly. There's another elephant. This elephant here looks much older. Okay, looks more so like you would consider like a bull elephant or a woolly mammoth type. A very, very aged elephant you see right here. However, over here you see a younger looking elephant, almost consistent with the elephants that are there today with us. And then along inside of here, you can actually see, if you look along up in here, you can almost see bodies of carvings of different creatures along in here. Okay, so you have the elephant, which is here and then there. So this is truly, absolutely amazing. Now, so I don't even believe that this elephant back here has been discovered, to be totally honest with you. I know that because this one here stands out at you. This one here, you can only see at a specific angle. Perhaps someone has seen it so far, and maybe not. But I can truly see the body and head of the elephant right there. Everybody is focusing on this one right there. All right. I want to show you something else because I'm like, here. This is the guy that I want to show you right here. You see this? This is a rock formation, and they call it, what is this called? This is in Iceland as well. This is called the Hvítserkur Rock Iceland formation. It's Hvítserkur Rock Island. Iceland. It's the Iceland rock formation. It's the Hvítserkur rock formation. What's amazing about this is that some people have described this as a hermit. On Facebook, where my friend Chris Goldthorpe actually had put it on Facebook and showed it to me. he actually, one of his peoples on there commented, that said that it looked like a hippo, I believe, or a rhino, which is that's a good answer as well too. And there was other comments that were actually made about this. Okay, and this was about it being not a hermit, or I think a hermit or something, or a troll. It was supposed to have been a troll. Okay, and if you look at it, it does look like a troll, because if the troll if it was up, this would be the troll's head, this would be the troll's foot, this would be the troll's body. It's like a troll. Here's the knee. The troll would be actually leaned in, so it would be a big head troll. So you can see that this would be the heel of the foot back here. This would be the foot in the water. The troll is kneeling. Here's the troll body, the troll's butt up in the air, and here's the troll head. So I can go with that being a troll, couldn't you? But see, here's something that I want to enlighten you about this with. I want to wake you up about this. This is not no natural rock formation. This is where I get angry with scientists, because scientists should have their ass whooped. They should all be drugged back into those classrooms where they got their those colleges where they got their scholarships, and have them all torn up and all burned right there in a pile. And the schools that they went to should be torn the hell down, because I mean, any layperson can look at this formation and tell that there is something about this that is crying out, not natural, not natural, not natural, not natural, not natural, not natural. That's the only, this is what this keeps stating. First of all, when I look at this as a layperson, having some idea of foundations and rock forms, having some knowledge of and building homes, the footings of your home. Everybody knows that every rock, I mean, if you're building, you have to have footings, strong footings. Okay, whether you're building a house, building any type of building, you have to have footings. Well, each place where this rock formation makes contact inside of the water, because this used to be filled with water. This, you wouldn't be able to see these footings. You would just be able to see the rock. There's footings there, people. These are footings. Look, 1, 2, 3, and a larger one for the head, specifically created to hold this. These are footings. How come nobody's talking about that? How come nobody's talking about that? Look, they are footings. A footing is something that is man-made, that is created to support a heavier object from sinking or being moved from the location that it's being set in. This is what happens in buildings today. These are footings. This is nothing natural about this. This is unnatural. Now, what do I see here? They see a hermit. I see the hermit as well too. You know what I see? I see a creature evolving out of the ocean, and this is what they are showing us. This is a rock carving. This is a carving, people. A man-made object that was created to describe how mankind came truly into existence. The reason why these people have identified this as looking like a troll is because this is a human-like figure with a fish body. The tail of the fish, where there would be a foot of their described troll. This is a fin. If you look closely at this, there's the head here, and then inside of this there are other morphing beings which describe this. This would be the knee, which would be the body of the fish. If you look, the fin of the fish, the body of the fish, and all of this up here would be the fish's fins here. And it shows you how through the ocean, which is here, and the body of a fish came the mutated being called the man. This is a half fish, half like a mermaid, half person, half being type creature. Now, Again, at the fish's tail, there's a mutated face. I mean, not a mutated, a face of a woman, which goes out this way. At the fish's tail, this is why I call this a mermaid, because there's a woman back here. I call her the mother of creation. Her face is facing off that way. I have it on my Facebook page if you want to go there. I got it drawn in, so if you go to my Facebook page, you'll be able to see it, which is here. Throughout this, there are a sequence of faces that shows what calls for the existence of this face here. If you look here in this face closely, you will be able to see the chin, mouth, teeth, eyes, the head, and then even in the forehead. Guess what's in the forehead, people? Right here. This is the center line of the forehead right here. There is an image of an ape, an open mouth ape, with a string of DNA hanging out of his mouth into this guy here, and there's eyes there. But you'll be able to see, yeah, you can see that there. Let me see if I can, oh no, I'm all the way in, so I can't go in no further. Google the image, and in different angles, there's heads all along in here where this would be fish gills, showing you mutated existences to show you how this being evolved through these beings, which is the fish, the mermaid, and out of the ocean. How man, that's why you see this being on his hands and knees like a baby. There you go. Here we go, people. You must crawl before you walk. And you heard that saying before? This is the perfect example. This child from the ocean, it's shown inching its way like a squirmy worm, like a child inching its way onto land. That's what this is showing. With the tail of a fish, which can be associated with a foot, the knees, the body, the belly, underbelly, all of that, the head, it's showing you a child inchworming its way out of the ocean onto land. And that's what this is. These are foundings. These are not foundings. These are footings that is holding this. The civilization of people that created this understood that they evolved from out of the ocean, just like all of our other ancestors, before religion came along and screwed it all up for us, took our history and turned it upside down, along with scientists, because you can't rely on scientists, because most of science is based on earlier rooted religion and ancient rooted royalty. Scientists are not for us. They are mandated by what they first believe in and worship and religion and in royalty. Those whom they serve, that is where their loyalty is. Their loyalty is not to you. They're not going to tell you that they know that we evolved out of the ocean and through the sequence of these different creatures we mutated into what we are today. That takes away from everything that they want you to believe is through this Christ thing, through this God creating man and Adam and Eve thing. And it takes away from all that. It takes away from their revenue, and it takes away from their control over you. So therefore, you would never be able to recognize this because you do not know that you evolved from out of the ocean. But I can keep showing you an example, an example, an example again, because I know how I was created. And just like you see this baby-like creature inching its way out of the ocean onto the surface of land, that's what this is describing you through the body, the oceanic body of our planet was created through a microorganism. Fish came into man through a sequence of genetic bridgings. Man came onto being what he is today. And I have the whole story. I just can't go into it right here. Let's see what we have. Let's go into more. There's a stamp. Look how the stamp is toned down. Even their stamp looks more like a fish with a man's head. Look at that. Look at this. Tail of a fish, fish's body, and here's the head of the man. Look at that, how the stamp makes it look just like that. See that? And you have man evolving from out of the ocean through the body of fish and onto land in the form of man. There's the stamp. Okay, there's that elephant again. Okay, there's the elephant. Let me see what we have here. Oh, there's some of my highlights. Let me move that. Okay, there's some of the highlights that I actually made there. Let me back this off. Where the teeth are. I can actually draw this better because it's such a perfect picture. I could draw a picture of art, a work of art from this. Okay, I draw the woman's face back here in this one. It's almost like she's wearing a crown from the fin of the fish here. You know, when I look at this, what it reminds me of? The headpieces that you see that nuns wear. By the way, that nun's wardrobe that the nuns wear, the black and the white, the reason why it reminds you of that of a penguin or the orca whale is because that's what the nuns' suits or their attire represents. They evolved from the body of the fish into what they are. That religion has it down to the science to a perfect. In fact, I was going to do a video on that. And but this here reminds me of a nun, the mother of creation. Her teeth there, and there's her chin, her nose, her eye. I got all of that actually worked in right there. I don't know how much of that you can actually see. I can actually bring it over so you can get a better picture. And we got 21 minutes. We're doing good here. See how I made the nose? So this is another image. So certain images that you pull up and get different angles of this rock formation, you'll be able to, without rock carving, let's call it a rock carving, let's properly identify it. So you'll be able to see that there's a lot of these things going on. There's something else in here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but in this particular image, there's even a face of a cat. There's an open mouth cat. There's the mouth. There's that center line that goes to the nose. There's the nose. Here's an eye. There's an eye. Here's an ear. And it shows you a cat face right there. Prehistoric cat right there. In the knee area of this fish, this shows you, again, you probably say, well, what do a cat got to do with all of this creating man? Well, to evolve onto land from being that of a fish, you know that they have the ancient mythical story of the Levitron, which is the oceanic creature, and the behemoth, which is the land creature. Shows you how they evolved, how those two came together to create man. This is what this is all about. Remember, there's a story about, mythical story about man being created from dog. Well, these ancient creatures which were prehistoric creatures, they didn't go extinct. They evolved into what we are today. They escaped extinction by intelligently evolving through the informations already embodied in them. They knew how to evolve from out of this blue water back here, or out of the waters bodies of our world, and onto land. And this is what all of this is describing. I put the lips here. I don't know if you can see the eyes. It is the eyes, and all of these different creatures actually embedded in there. See that? Oh, here's my reptilian ape up here in this picture. You can actually see the reptilian ape real good up here in this picture right here. How many minutes do I got? 23. Let's keep going to the next picture. So you see people, so Iceland, these so-called rock formations in Iceland, look, there you go here. You can see, look at this. Look at the lips on this thing. Look at this. A baby crawling out of the ocean as a fish and transforming into man as it's doing it. Mutating out of the water from the body of a fish onto land. This, and then look on top of that. What kills me about all of this? What really kills me about all of this is how can anybody not see that these here are footings which hold this larger body up. There's no way in hell that a natural rock conformation that can be supported at each place that is supposed to be supported at by pedestals. A fish body shown morphing before your eyes into a man, and there's the face, the eyes, and everything. A freaking gill man. Look at this. I'm at the teeth, the cheekbone, the eyes, the nose, the head, and then other morphing beings on his forehead, all through here, and it has the body, and the body. What do the body looks like to the scaly body, or the dry skin, the skin of a whale? I mean, not a whale, of a elephant. That's what this looks like. This is why a person can actually automatically say that this looks like a rhino. All of the features of prehistoric creatures here, all entwined in one. This is a complete package which describes what I've been saying for almost 5 years, how man evolved out of the ocean, through the bodies of fish, through the bodies of prehistoric creatures of our land, and into what they became today. And here this is showing you a fish squirming out of the ocean onto land, into the form of man. A fish squirming out of the ocean, look, onto his knees, look, using his belly, on into his knees, belly's transforming into knees, and it's going onto land in the form of man. And that's why it looks like a troll. A baby fish birthed onto land in the form of man. What else do we have here? Here's another different, picture of it here from a different angle. And here, looking from this angle backwards. This looks like a damn rhino. This will be the back of the rhino here, where the head is there. Looking at it from this angle here, look, from this angle. The body of a rhino. Here, a prehistoric creature, that of a rhino. Look, from this angle here, there's the front leg, and then this will be towards the head, going towards the head of a rhino, with that being the rhino's horn. Look at that. Going this way. Our prehistoric dinosaur creature going this way. And this is looking at it from a different angle, looking reversed. There's the head of it where man is coming onto land. This is a different creature going that way, showing you it both ways. And that's exactly what it looks like, a rhino, because it has all of the lines and features like the armor plating of that of a rhino. Look at the way the body goes. Showing you where this creature, the rhino, and matter of fact, I have a video on that too, where this creature, the rhino, collided with with that of the fish, and then man was created. The two collisions with land and ocean. Dinosaur colliding with prehistoric dinosaur colliding with prehistoric fish, and the result was man being created. The Levitron and the Behemoth, but not specifically those creatures. Creatures that went long before that, before man as we know it even came into existence. And I'm telling you that it was that it's an intelligent process of our creation, which is a continued process that continues to happen and evolve from planet to planet. In the order that we were created. Now where we at here? Again, here's the same thing again. I drawed out some pictures on this end here. You can see the teeth and the face. I'm going to come in closer. And you can read this both ways. You can look at it this way, or you can look at it that way. But check this out. And that's where I have my other little creatures on top. Oh, there's my reptilian ape right here. See my little reptilian ape? There's his eye, there's his eye, there's his ape's mouth. And then next to the reptilian ape is the witch-like woman. I call her the mother of creation. She's right here. There's her eye, there's her mouth open, and here's her head. Two creatures, two heads in the back of this creature here. Look at this. And here she is again here. There's her eye, there's her mouth, and she's wearing almost like a crown. And you see these crowns, and these crowns remind you of queens and kings' crowns. Or the nun. Look at that. Those headpieces. You see that? I'm going to draw a picture of this because I can see this real good. So now that I'm going to have a picture, and I don't have it posted, but I'm going to come in close to show you this right here. What I have here on these teeth. I'm going to have to get out of this video in a minute. There are teeth right in here. The symmetry in the rock, the way this was created, you see defining features. You can draw a picture-perfect picture of a head right here and throughout this whole body. Now that I have told you the story, I'm going to have to end my video. Let me see, do I have any more? All right, that's it. That's the last picture. That's the last picture. Okay, good. But here, through this process, of man, the fish and dinosaur, came the reptilian ape. There's my reptilian ape up here. There's the eye, there's an eye, there's the mouth, and the mother of creation right next to the ape, but she is also right here. I'll describe you, if you look at my videos, you'll see more about that there. But I'm going to have to end this. Okay, no, we still got a minute or so. I'm going to have to end this here though. But this is how it is showing you how this beast evolved out of the ocean onto land, and it's showing you all the creatures that contributed to the process, and it's all right here. And then on top of that, which makes this discovery so amazing, people, is that these footings which support this rock, this is not a natural formation. This is something that was created, that was placed here, and it shows us and details to us what reality is. And that damn science and religion screwed us over by trying to tell us that these are not natural rock formations, and they're not. Look at other rock formations in Iceland, and believe me when I tell you, people, that you agree with me. Let me stop there.